Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I review the latest movies and documentaries. Today, I'm going to talk about fear itself. If you're interested in this topic, make sure to watch this video until the end, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. As the story begins, we are shown some bandits who walk down a deserted road to escape from the police. They are deeply wounded together. There has been a lot of bleeding from the wounds, and his condition is very bad. These people wanted to take him to the hospital, but they could not see any hospital on this route. Suddenly, due to some object hitting the car, the tire of their car bursts and these people are not even able to go. He had to give first aid to his friend as soon as possible, and in all this tension, he sees smoke coming from a house far away. They put their companions in a boat and reached the poorhouse of that house, and there they came to know that it was a very big fort with deer horns on its outer walls. When these people open the big doors of the fort, the first thing they are faced with is a lot of news made in this fort. There were many houses also in this fort. These people now go to the house from which they had earlier seen smoke coming out. There was no human being in this house either. A guy named Point goes to check this house where he finds a small room below a kitchen, in which sketches of many people were made. Before they could even think about what was going to happen, Samad along with them started screaming in pain. These people come up who see that there is already a girl with them. The name of this girl was Chelsea, who was checking this aunt of Point, but Point told her to step back. Out of fear, this girl points a gun at them. Just in response, quit the case and then point the gun at him and take away his gun. At this time Chel's sister also says yes. Point tells both of them to please help us, but they cannot do much because these three sisters have not come out of Skylar till date. It seems as if they are living an age-old life where these people are far away from electricity, technology and mobile phones. The only thing these three could do for them was that they allowed them to live in their house. Point and her brother bring their sick friend to another house where they find another injured person lying in the room. Now they start treating this boy with the old methods. The wound of this man was so deep that something had eaten away at his body and had made a hole in his body. When asked by Chelsea, Point tells that they were running away from the police, during which his companion collided with the branches. While talking, Chelsea tells Point that she has never gone out of this fort till date. She wants to go out and see the whole world. Some other cohort thing now tells Chelsea Points that you go and eat food. Now I just have to stitch this man's body. Someone walks away from here, and we see that the wounds on his chest along with the walk. She had also sealed her lips. The scene is cut to show that Chelsea's other sister had brought one of Point's companions to the storeroom, from where they had to take some bedding for Point's companions. But after coming here, this girl asks this man to lie down on a bed. It was not actually a bed, it was a trap on which the man had fallen into a pit while lying down, and the girl, showing intelligence, closed the lid on top and went away from here. One of Point's companions was injured, and the other companion had been confined here by Chelsea's sister. Now it is shown that Poet and his brother were at the dinner table where Poet's brother tries to talk to Chelsea's third sister. But Muller does not answer, and then Chelsea comes here and tells that my sister can't speak. The survey conducted on these people was quite strange. Point asks them, the meat of which animal is this? But these two sisters do not give any answer to this either. Point's brother tells him that I am taking my food and going to my injured friend. Don't listen to this, not right now. Right now he is sleeping. This mistake of his had put Hot in doubt. His fourth partner was also amiss. When his brother reaches his spot, he sees that the boy's face has been shaved. There was a small step in his heart, and there was also a lot of blood flowing from his neck. These short mouths were dead. Point was also very upset after seeing all these things. Suddenly Point hears someone making a sound of irritation. He quickly takes out his pistol, but no one has come in front of him yet. Lying here with me was the man who was already injured. Point sees that his feet have been tied with chains, which he breaks with the help of an axe, and forcefully brings the man out of the room. However, this hand is also not going to come out of this room. The other leg of this man was still intact, and by pulling its chain, it brought him into the room. Suddenly the door of the room also closed, after which we heard many painful screams of the man. Here it is shown that their companion, who is imprisoned in a pit, uses a lighter to look inside the pit, and sees human ruins around him. Seeing this, his condition worsens. Point up comes to Chelsea and asks her to tell me what I heard below. If you don't tell me anything, then I will kill you. Chel tells him that you will not get anything from me in the market. Here the Point tells him that both men below have been killed. After hearing the news of the other man's death, Chel herself became interested. It is shown that Point's brother learned Chel. While searching for his younger sister, he reaches the store where his other friend was imprisoned in a pot. Here he meets Schultz's other sister, who traps him and suddenly throws an axe on his head and knocks him unconscious. When he regained consciousness, he was hanging upside down. Wherever blood was coming out from his body, it was being collected in a vessel below. We have come to know that the other chained man who was in that room and who has now died, was actually the father of these three sisters for whom, after his death, Chal was now praying for them. And the most shocking thing we get to see is that the dead person suddenly stands up and slowly starts moving towards his daughter, as if he would get beaten by apes. But Chelsea was also very smart. She suddenly gets up and cuts off his head with an axe. Point was still investigating his house. He now reaches a room where the number plates of many vehicles have been changed, seeing which he understands all their games. The tire of his car was burst after colliding with this thing. These girls had set a complete trap. They would trap someone or the other and bring them here and then kill them. In the next scene, we are shown that she was opening the door of the pit from which Point was repeatedly trying to get out, and she climbs up to the window, catches him and kills him in one go. On the other hand, Jules's younger sister now comes to Point's brother in this store. She had made a statue of Point's brother. This girl used to make sketches of the people whom these people used to bring here as victims, and the same sketches were also seen by the two first Points in the room. Point's brother says to this girl, "Please forgive me, let me go from here." Meanwhile, here the girl hears the sound of creation, she runs away from here, and it is shown that the creation is hanging upside down over Point's brother, and who is drinking it, and Point had seen all this in his life. "I came looking for my brother." Before now he would even attack the creature Point. Point begins to pelt him with bullets, and here we are shown Shane's face, not his legs. He was a vampire who currently had Point's brother's phone in his mouth. For this, after leaving from here, Point brought his brother down from above. And in the meantime he learned water here. The younger sister brought the axe in her hand. She wanted to kill Point's brother by chopping him with this axe, but Point picks him up and throws him away from here, and in such a situation, a knife gets stabbed inside the girl's body, and the girl dies there. The appointee took his brother and returned to the real house. Here he notices that his brother's face has turned completely white. White now knew that what is here is a one-off empire, without defeating which he cannot leave from here. Now, since Point was actually a bandit, he had a lot of weapons with him. He now starts preparing to kill the empire, and loads a lot of bullets inside his guns. While I was working at the Point, Chelsea and her other sister come here. Nukulari had come again to meet Point's brother, but Point shows him a gun and asks them to stay away. Point also tells them that his younger sister has been killed. Both of them get shocked after hearing this, and now slowly explain the Point to Point that he will have to obey his brother, otherwise within some time he too will become one and start biting you. You can burn him or stab him in the heart or cut his neck, do whatever you want, just kill him. When Point doesn't listen to her, she comes here and tells him her story. They say that when they came here from Numenia, that vampire came here hiding somewhere inside them. To save the world from this vampire, all these people together built this fort away from the world. We kept giving him food from time to time. Because of this he did not attack the world. But when all the food was over, they started killing our banana people instead of studying. The news you are seeing is of the people of our fort only who have been killed by the umpire this time. Chaucy tells that vampires killed them all. Only we three sisters and our father were left. After which, to save ourselves and our dad, we kept bringing people from outside to give them to the vampire, so that he does not go out of this fort and create havoc in the world. If he bites any person outside, then he too is a vampire. This will change and there could be a lot of destruction outside. Point tells him that then what is the point of thinking about this, then I should kill myself. Gisparchel tells him that you are the only one who thinks no one would have tried this before. Many people tried to kill him, but all became his victims. During these talks, Poet's brother comes from behind and goes outside in disguise, and makes this attack on his brother. When Jelsik's sister comes from behind with an axe to kill him, this boy bites Chelsea's sister. As soon as he gets the chance, Point kills his own brother by dripping something into his heart from behind. If he had not said this, then everyone here would have become vampires. Here it is shown that one's other sister was also dying, but while dying she says that I still want to support you in killing that vampire. She tells both of them to make a trap for the vampire in which she will stand. When he comes to kill me, then both of you will kill him and bring your sister to the same pit of the store, where the vampire used to come and kill many people. Vampires also come here as soon as they hear a drop of blood. Seeing the opportunity, Point and Chelsea pushed their feet inside this fort, after which they quickly latched the door above it. The vampire had no idea about all these things because here he had got Chelsea's sister's food. While he was busy drinking his blood, he made a hole in the upper doors, threw petrol inside and set it on fire, due to which finally this vampire is dead. After the month of the vampires, all the responsibilities were gone from Elsie. She could finally go out of this fort and see the outside world. He had opened the doors of his fort. She was about to go out of here, but then she saw that there were bite marks on Point's shoulder. This means that within some time Point will also become a vampire, and now Chelsea will have to eliminate him too, and due to this, Chelsea closes the doors of her fort again. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.